US has slapped yet more sanctions on Iran, further isolating the country from the world's financial systems. Washington claims the move is to stop Iran sponsoring terror activities and developing nuclear weapons. Tehran denies those allegations and says the restrictions will only, in fact, hurt the Iranian people themselves.
Amid COVID-19 pandemic, US regime wants to blow up our remaining channels to pay for food and medicine. Iranians will survive this latest of cruelties. But conspiring to starve a population is a crime against humanity. Culprits and enablers who block our money will face justice.
And Iran knows that, and they've been put on notice. If you around with us, if you do something bad to us, we are going to do things to you that have never been done before.
Not extremely presidential language there from Donald Trump, but he got the message across. The new sanctions freeze the US assets of 18 Iranian banks, which hits almost all the country's financial institutions then. It also places secondary sanctions on firms that do business with those banks. And although Washington claims the restrictions don't apply when it comes to basic necessities, critics say foreign banks will be scared off from getting involved in humanitarian aid. European countries have reacted against previous US sanctions. Just last September, the foreign ministers of France, the UK and Germany, known as the E3, agreed to resist US demands to restore all UN sanctions on Iran. World Affairs journalist Thomas Fassbender believes the sanctions are not just about targeting Iran, though, here, but more about sending out a wider message to the bigger world, too.
Even if there is some mechanism in place that will still allow medical or humanitarian aid get into Iran, any foreign company, any foreign bank that is dealing with Iran, that is involved in such supplies, they will have to apply, they will have to wait for licenses, for approvals. From a practical point of view, there can be no question that this will impede aid and support getting into the country. It is a political move by the US. The US are gambling on using their economic might, their power over the global financial infrastructure to pacify any potential opponents from Russia, China, Iran, Venezuela, Cuba. Even Germany is hurt by US sanctions now, and we'll see what this will lead to.
Revelations chapter 17 verse 16, and the 10 horns, which represents the EU, the NATO nations, which thou sawest upon the beast representing the one world government that they're trying to establish. These shall hate the whore. And who's the whore? America, Babylon the Great, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. So that's what's coming to this place, man. Why? Because of all the deceit and wickedness that this place, America, pumps throughout the world, man. And not only for that, but also for the rape, rob, and murder of the children of Israel, man, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Verse 17, for God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled. So everything that's going on is according to the Most High's plan, man. It's going according to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh, who is God, Yahweh Shai is who you inwardly call Jesus Christ, man. Alright? And these kingdoms are going to give themselves up under that new world order, man. Alright? And these words of the Most High will be fulfilled, man. All these prophecies that's happening right now at this very moment, and the prophecies that shall come after this moment shall be fulfilled, man. And the woman, and that woman is that whore, and that whore is America, man. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city. Is this not the great city? Alright? America the Great, the land of the free. Alright? So-called land of the free. And that woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. Exactly. And that place is America, which is Babylon the Great, which is spiritually Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah and shall be taken down, man, and destroyed with ICBM missiles, man, with nuclear fire, man. And you see it playing out. It's coming. America is on their last leg, man. The time is coming. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.